The corporations have not yet won.
Community still exists in small tucked-away areas not often talked about.
Artists and businesses beginning to thrive in places thought to be defeated.
Dave, I like to call him David Francis.
And I, Tom Maslowski,
are here to give you a glimpse of what's going down in downtown J-Town.
We're going to be interviewing all of our favorite musicians,
Artists and business owners
that give every ounce of themselves into what they do.
All right. We are, well, I was going to say we're back at Third City Sound, but we're not at Third City Sound today. We are at my house. We are doing our first...
the Maslowski Compoundski.
The Compoundski. I kind of like that. It sounds like food, actually, right? Can it be food? I'm kind of hungry. But no, yeah, we're at my house today. We're doing our first remote show. We have two members of No Horse here with us today.
Hi, guys.
Hi. What's your first song?
This is Hole in a Rock. We actually, me and my girlfriend, fiance now, yay. We lived out in South Dakota, and there's a place called the Palisades. It's one of the oldest rock formations on Earth. The only one older is in China. It's 9 billion. It dates back, man. You could read it, all the way down. So we went to exploring and went up this railroad track, a huge cliff, and we found this little cave with a hole in a rock that was shaped like a heart. So as we're stumbling down the railroad cliff, trying to catch our balance, it's just cliff. Chandra was doing this little tune in her head and out loud just to keep her balance, so it became the song.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So here it is, Hole in a Rock. We good?
Good.
Ready, my Gigi?
Shaking my head
That was great. All right. Have a seat. That was awesome. Now, how long have the two of you been playing music together?
Actually, it's like 1 year today. Yeah.
1 year.
Seriously? The 1 year anniversary?
Yeah,
Almost.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Super close.
Really neat.
And I know you grew up in New Lenox.
All over. Yeah, we landed in New Lenox from the city once upon a time. My mom was teaching Joliet West out there.
Oh, okay.
And that's how I know your mother.
Yeah, right. Yeah. She was doing some stuff in the schools for a while. Are you also from New Lenox, Gigi?
No, Joliet area.
Oh, okay,
mostly. Yeah.
okay. So now, how did the two of you meet?
He was hosting at the Drunken Donut. He was doing the open mics, and we just kind of connected. And I was like, he was just someone to go and talk to. And he said one day, like, I'm gonna come back from South Dakota, and we're gonna be best friends. And that we just kind of
happened. Yeah,
that's how it worked, right? So you were hosting the Drunken Donut open mic night at one time?
Yeah. After Zach left, Zach Alberico originally, and Katie.
Yeah, sure.
Who put it up? I used to go there after a rough period in my life. I used to go there and just play stupid acoustic songs, and people really got it because, I interact with the crowd. I'm very charismatic when it comes to that. And they asked me to, why don't you take it over and host this thing, man? Like, people really enjoy having you up there. So, almost 2 years I was up there. And I met so many people through it, thousands of people, my best friends, my family. It's a great scene over there, and I'm really happy to start being able to interview people from the Drunken Donut because it's a Joliet DIY. Yeah. It's one of the best places. Even when we get bands out of town, they're like, "What is this place?
Yeah,
holy crap, we want to come back."
Yeah, it was awesome. I got a chance to play one time. It was like a surf rock night.
Oh yeah,
and I got to sit in with a band called The Real Gone.
That's the night I saw the Perks.
The Perks. Whoa, that is the craziest stuff. I bought all their stuff that night. I'm like, you have shirts or koozies or stickers or CDs? I'll buy all of it.
Those guys gave me goosebumps. Yeah, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, they were really good at what they were doing, and I think you guys have a lot of that same energy too. I heard it was I think it was a YouTube. No, it wasn't on YouTube. You sent me some link of
when we were on
City Streets.
When we're on WCIA Champaign.
No, it was like a recording. It was at Bandcamp or something.
Oh, just our EP off Reverb. Yeah, I'm an old man and I don't have a laptop, so all I can post stuff is on Reverb right now. Our album's gonna go on Bandcamp and all that stuff.
Yeah,
it is on Reverb Nation. If you want to check out our EP, completely free. We put a new little thing on there too.
Yeah, it was cool. It was City Streets was the first song.
City Streets, yeah. And we actually made that song up right before we went in the studio. And it's played on a dulcimer hammer. She's on the upright and Taylor's on the guitar.
Oh, wow. You play upright bass also?
Yeah.
Now, are you a multi-instrumentalist also, Corey?
If he makes noise, I'll try to play it. You know what I mean? We're pretty good at that, yeah.
I would love to see you and John Green get together and do a collaboration.
Johnny's one of my favorite people ever, man. He's a rock star.
Yeah, he's great. He's great.
I started off a drummer, actually. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when I play, it's really percussive.
Right.
So now, when did you start playing music in general, Corey?
Oh, man. I don't know. I think I was banging on pots and pans at 3, but
Sure.
My dad always had jam nights every week down in the basements and stuff. And, yeah, started drums at probably 5, and from up there started playing guitar at 10, and here I am at 32, which feel ancient now, especially compared to her. She's 19.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You got a wide age group.
It's a diverse demographic.
I think I'm the oldest one here. Then is that right?
Maybe
41.
Age doesn't mean anything.
Throwing ages out there. Yeah, 36.
Age doesn't mean anything, man.
No, after a certain age, it doesn't really matter. I was gonna say after 20. It doesn't matter anymore.
Well, after 21, when there's no
especially
longer
when we're all for
the
the same things, music, having a good time, pushing our people, seeing them do better. There's nothing better than seeing your friends, or not even just people on stage shining.
Yeah,
you get the best glimpses of those people, or some of the saddest moments of those people. It's just
and sometimes
awesome.
you play your friends' songs and stuff, and it's you kind of sharing the love a little bit.
It's sharing it all around. It's good stuff, definitely.
And now, Gigi, so you play a lot of string, like bow instruments?
Yeah, I started playing violin about 10 years ago for the elementary school orchestra. And then when I got into high school, I think sophomore year, I started playing the upright bass.
Wow.
And so that's just been my thing. And when I started playing with Corey, that whole last of my high school career, I was playing bass. So when I got back on the violin, I was like, I don't know how to play this thing. It's so tiny now.
Yeah, it's like the exact opposite.
Yeah.
It's really unforgiving,
Oh,
too.
yeah, but it's great because I can read 2 different techniques of music and stuff and keys, and it's just really helped.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, right. It makes you kind of have to know the theory pretty fast.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, I've only heard you play originals.
Yeah.
And it's got that really interesting. I like that. So I've been working at Down Home Guitars, and it's a heavily bluegrass based.
Yeah, Frankfurt. Yeah, definitely. It's one of my favorite places to go in and smell. I know.
All those guitars
it's
are
a great
crazy.
smell.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at anything. It's like, okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't. There's one room I don't go in because it would cost me way too much money.
Yeah, I know the room.
There's no
man.
way you can
I
walk
just
out.
peek it and breathe on the glass. Yeah.
How many songs do you have that are like functioning songs,
As a band or me?
Well, both.
Me, I don't even know, man. That's countless. Those things run through my head. You ever get bothered by things like you have to get them out? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Probably 50% of them are crap, but I'm gonna say like 1,000 songs that come out, then you lose them and then come back and they evolve into something else.
So what about like your like, for lack of better terms, your permanent set list? Like if you were gonna go and like let's say you had to fill
with no
a
horse
3-hour show, yeah.
With no horse, we probably got like with all our jams and instrumentals, probably like 24, 25 songs down.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Do you have any of them recorded?
We have that 3 EP. We're working on the album right now.
We have a demo out on Reverb Nation too.
Yeah.
We just put out Ghost of Aaron Falmer.
Yeah, because he's our mandolin player. He shows up like, it's really fine because like he shows up and rips it, and then I won't see him for a month because he's working on like everybody else's album. He's a great producer.
What is with mandolin players? That's like their shtick. Pat Otto is the same way.
He's got another great band called Warp Spiders, so his focus is on, and I completely understand that. But he's working on the album. He's such a perfectionist, so when it comes out, it's gonna be hot. Like probably in August, I'm hoping. So
that's great.
Yeah, and then after that, we're gonna do another one.
So now, do you have any of your own, even just like, like demo stuff? Do you have anything before No Horse then?
Not really, just live stuff, man. Before this, I was more like a booker promoter. I was always a musician and jammed with everyone, but I always set shows and got people places where they needed to go and kind of, master of ceremonies, trying to move stuff, the festivals that we used to do and all that. And just like acoustic jams then, but now I got a team behind me that are really supportive, and people seem to be reacting to us very well. So
that's cool.
Yeah, we're getting played. We're getting played in Japan, Australia. Been on the TV. I'm not trying to brag, but I am. It's really cool.
Now, how did you get into that situation then, where you're promoting internationally? Then
I just talk to everyone, man. Closed mouths don't get fed. I'm talking.
right.
I'm talking to everyone, and if I go, man, I'm taking the people out here with me, dude. Joliet's a shining jewel. There's so much talent in this area.
Yeah, it's insane.
Chicago's great, man, but it's really cliquey. Out here, everyone comes and they just enjoy you. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, they're there.
I thought it was great too because Chicago Street's got a pretty wide variety of age groups going there now, and there was some people there that I never thought would be into heavier stuff or like punk stuff. I guess I was kind of being judgmental, like, oh, they're probably just gonna like the bluesy or acoustic-y kind of stuff down here. And I was like, hey, there's a where are you guys going? Like, well, there's a show upstairs. Like, what? I'm like, yeah, there's a studio upstairs. They're like, what are you talking about? They had no idea. They've been going there for years.
I didn't know there was a studio up there.
Yeah. Third City Sound is where we normally record the show. It's on the 3rd floor of Chicago Street.
Cool.
It's pretty great, and they have shows up there. And it's
we'd
free.
like to get on that, man.
Yeah, we can figure something out.
Shout out to Jeff Julian and Bill Aldridge. They're the ones that
they do all the booking for that stuff.
We don't have to play loud. We can be really quiet.
Yeah.
Oh no,
that's a good thing
loud is not an issue.
That's a good thing about this.
The last show up there was so quiet. It was uncomfortably quiet, almost. But it was kind of a neat experience. But usually it's very loud up there. Like it's
cool.
Yeah, there's
like Sunwise debuted up there. I know they're like one of the loudest bands around.
Love
right
punk
now.
rock shows, man. Sometimes you just need them.
Yeah.
Right?
The Vaudevillains are known for being loud all the time.
Vaudevillains, good band, man. Yeah.
Well, so
That's
the bass player of that band is who runs Third City Sound.
Oh, neat. Yeah.
Bill Aldridge.
Good guys, man.
shout out
Really, really cool band. I've checked them out a few times.
Yeah. Well, so they had this show upstairs, and everyone was asking us where the hell we were going because Big Lanyep was playing downstairs, and they're great. Like, well, why you guys keep leaving and coming back? I'm like, dude, go upstairs. There's a killer show upstairs. And they went and they loved it, and they came back for the next one. So it's just really, I don't know. it's nice, like how you say that people don't really have a certain genre they care about. They just want the music to be good.
Can I push something really quick?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
So down in Mazan, where me and my fiance set up shop after we came back from South Dakota. Really cool apartment we got above a laundromat in this abandoned town. So we've been throwing shows there with a lot of traveling musicians and a lot of cool local. We're taking the big bands that are plugged in and trying to break them down and make them like acoustic, like drum suitcase drum kits, like brushes, different instruments. And we've been recording them, putting them live. We got really good photographers there, taking pictures and also filming it. So at the end of all this is all going on a free split album for everyone to share. It's going to be live at the Horse Depot. Mike Stover's recording it. It sounds great. So if you're all ever interested, our next one's September 9th, and then Chalk the Walk October 14th. I think I'm going to get a lot of really cool things. We're chalking the whole downtown of Mazan.
Huh.
Yeah, it's going to be neat.
Nice.
Acoustic musicians.
Yeah, we'll make sure to promote that on the
for sure. Thanks,
promotional
guys.
materials.
I wouldn't mind being.
It's DIY for life.
Also.
I love it. There's a whole bunch of great little houses and things doing, like popping up all over Joliet. Everyone's getting sick of this, like a lot of the pay to play and all that, pushing tickets and stuff. So we take it into our own hands now. Pop up, let's have a good time. People buy your merch. Well, you want to donate, man? Give it to the bands. You know what I mean? Good stuff.
Yeah, it's the way it kind of should be.
It's the way it should be. I'm not paying to play your venue. You should be paying me.
Yeah, that's really, really, really crazy. So I remember they were doing that back to.
It was really bad in Joliet, and that's something that's starting to wean itself out because DIY is kind of taking over.
Yeah.
Do it yourself. It's also drama in your scene, but you know what I mean?
There's going to be drama everywhere you go.
Yeah,
it just depends on how you deal with it, right?
For sure.
I mean, I work at a studio, so it's like there's a line for me for DIY stuff, but all my friends are making their own albums, but yeah, but it's cool. Like everybody's taking the initiative and they really want a scene to pop up because there's too much talent.
Oh, it's great out here. It's everywhere. The whole surrounding area.
Now you're saying I've noticed on a few of your Facebook posts and stuff too. Like you're saying it's an abandoned town. Like what do you mean? Is it?
No, it's not abandoned, but it's like a town of 1,000, and the trains run through there every 5 minutes. And for some reason, they have a siren that goes off, like a wartime siren, every day at noon. It scares the crap out of me because I work nights and I sleep. And then anytime they open the police door, again, the emergency vehicles, they ring it off for like 25 minutes, man. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's terrible, but
25 minutes.
Cheap rent, and that's why nobody lives there. So it's basically our town, I guess.
Doesn't the Fox River run through there too? Or?
No, the Mazan River. That's where
It's
actually the home of the state fossil, the Tully monster, found in Mazan, Illinois. Like John Tully.
There's more than corn in Mazan. Wait a minute.
It's a nice area, man. It's really quiet when it's not loud, you know.
When there's not wartime sirens going off.
It's like train rumbling.
Really, like when that rattled my bones when I first moved there. Like,
what is happening?
And when those tornadoes were dropping in Ottawa, like they were going off, but there's kids just playing in the street and stuff.
So
like in February, yeah, they're so used to it, and like my phone went off, like you might die.
Amber alert! Amber alert! Yeah, right.
Wild.
So now you said sometimes, like, you know, there's just something in your head, you got to get it out. Do you have a ritual or a method to your writing, or is it just really like kind of sporadic?
Driving alone late at night in my car, the radio off. Primus CD got stuck in there a long time ago and it won't play.
Oh. Which one?
mean, I'm even Frizzle Fry.
Oh man.
So a lot of static on the radio in the places I go late at night. So a lot of that and just writing, just reflecting on my past. A lot of my music comes from the life I used to live before I'm living this life now, which wasn't at all good one all the time. You know what I mean? I was kind of a scumbag at one point in my life.
Oh, I see.
A little bit.
Well, you sure don't seem that way now.
Thanks, man. All positivity, man. You can come out of anything.
He's the best.
No horse.
See, I don't get that vibe of.
Right.
I usually pick up on stuff like that. It's like
no
man,
horse is like an anti-heroin thing in a way. I've been clean off the shit for like 7 years, going on 8 soon.
Good on you.
Yeah,
Nice work.
It put me in a lot of crap. Seen a lot of bullshit through it. I'm sorry. Can I be swearing?
Oh yeah.
I edited that song because I didn't know if I could swear.
Oh, yeah, you should have asked before you did the song.
Yeah, it's all right. It still sound fine.
There's a second one coming, so you can do whatever you want on the second one.
I swear in that one. And then the next song we're gonna do is kind of leading up to what I'm saying. So this band started originally with my niece. She was 4 years old at the time, and we're just jamming out in the living room. She had a mandolin. And I'm like, hey, Morgan, what do you want to name the band? She goes, no horse. And I'm just looked at her. I'm like, you're brilliant, kid. Like, I went on everywhere. I'm like, is there a no horse band? I'm like, got it.
Huh.
So
Nice.
it was just me and her. And then I got some really cool musicians behind me.
It was actually at my graduation party from high school that we like played for the first time.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it was kind of like my life was changing right after high school. Like I came into some really helpful people, and Corey is one of them. And he's helped me grow so much as a musician.
Thanks,
and stuff.
Gigi.
Like he pushes you.
She's my
but
young
not too hard.
Padawan.
Right.
Yeah, I'm his Padawan.
No, that's great. And
I don't want to see anyone make the same mistakes I do, man. Especially when you're young. It's just,
it's easy.
Yeah, it was a hard life, man. It's really easy to go in that stuff. So
Now, how did you find your way into that in the first place? Just wrong place, wrong time?
being a street punk, man. You know what I
Dr.
mean?
Phil over here.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. You can ask questions.
Let's get real.
You run with the wrong crowd. And my cousins are kind of jagoffs up in the city and rotating with some of those cats, and you get caught up in stuff you never thought you'd be doing.
Yeah, I mean,
And that stuff, even when you're out in the suburbs, moves out with you and stuff. Like even in New Lenox, those kids were rowdy as hell back in the day too. I remember just fist fighting kids on the train tracks constantly. What the hell was up with that, New Lenox?
yeah, right.
The crap.
Were you being artistic throughout that period, or did you feel like it
Oh,
distracted?
yeah, man,
Because
but
I know a
they-
lot of people think it helps with their art.
No, that guitar sat. You know what I mean? You know how many guitars I sold for that crap? So many nice ones, presents and stuff. Like, it breaks my heart.
Well, it's good to see that you snapped out of it.
Thank
and that
you.
you've
And it's a
turned
big
it around
message of what we talk about. Like
Yeah, very
everything in
cool.
moderation, but heroin, don't ever touch that shit. Please. I've seen so many people die. And actually in New Lenox specifically, holy crap.
Yeah, there's a lot out here.
I've been
They call it Heroin
talking to
Highway
the
out there.
I've been talking to the mayor. We're trying to get a benefit show here in December for some of the people that have passed and get money to those people and put
Let us
information
know.
out to people.
Let us know about that.
There's a lot of us that would probably donate our time to play.
There's a
too.
foundation, and there's also a band out in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, called Apes of the State. She started a thing called Second Chance Music. She takes old instruments and fixes them up and gives them like rehabs and homeless shelters and people having that. Because music will save your life. It really will. That's where my direction was. When you're on that stuff, like you're always gonna have that addict mind. So like put it to something useful, like and tell people about it. Don't be ashamed of the shit. Tell them
get some help, right?
Tell them it's wrong. Don't judge them, but you know what I mean. Tell them it's the wrong way. There's nothing after that. You're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So enough of the dark stuff. I'm sorry.
No,
it's cool
that's
because
okay.
let us know
meaning
about the benefit.
of
'cause
No
we-
Horse,
yeah.
and hopefully the message goes and travels to people.
Well, hopefully we can help push that out a little bit with
Thanks,
this,
man.
with this
Yeah,
podcast.
definitely.
Yeah, there's a reason we all do music, and there's a reason
I'm
that we
sorry. I
started
kind of
the
went
show,
off on
yeah.
secondhand music. So if anyone, I'm gonna try to start to do this out here. So if anyone's got any crappy guitars that I could fix up and we give them to rehabs, I want to start the foundation out here.
Yeah, sure.
And big ups to April Hartman for like thinking of that. It's a really cool idea because when I've been in those situations, like when they had a guitar there, like that's where I sat most of my time. You know.
Sure,
Yeah.
something to
So-
keep your mind off.
Yeah,
of it.
definitely.
There's another foundation too. I'm drinking the beer right now.
It's fine, man. Everything in moderation.
Well, no,
you know
no.
what
I'm
I
saying
mean?
one of our friends was killed about 9 years ago, and he was a big time musician. He played as often as all of us, and he was a teacher, and he was like a really good person, and always was saying encouraging things and helping people out. And so they started a music fund in his name for underprivileged kids. And
Neat.
people.
That's another
So-
thing. Kids, I love. Like, you ever like play for a group of kids and you just see them light up and watch everything you do? Oh my god, man! That's my favorite audience ever. So, kids. Yeah, we got a lot of like kid songs. We got songs about dinosaurs and stuff. They seem to like. You heard it when we were practicing it earlier.
Yeah, I think it's a cool thing. I mean, maybe somehow, some way, all those things can kind of come together.
Definitely, man. I just want to be helpful. I one point I took from a lot of people, and I want to give back. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
That's a great attitude. Like I say, I didn't get the vibe.
Oh, thanks, man.
Like, sometimes like, oh, okay, this person's going to be a handful.
Yeah, this guy's a
or like-
butthead. Yeah, I dig
Yeah,
it.
but I didn't get any of that at all.
All
and
positivity, man. You know?
I keep waiting to ask the question, what is with the gremlin?
Oh, Spike's me and Chandra, my fiance's love child. He's been to like 13, 14 states with us.
Nice.
We got a nice picture of him on Mount Rushmore, like part of the heads. He just goes with us. He's the mascot. Like when I used to bust the streets of like different towns when we lived in that weird part of the Midwest, like Sioux Falls and those weird cities in Iowa, Omaha. I spent a lot of time at Omaha for some reason when I was in Sioux Falls, just because there's nothing to do after that. Go bust. If you can't have a dog or someone else with you, stuffed animals like that, man, they'll get you some money in your suitcases to let you know. Everyone's like, what the hell is that? They don't even care what you're saying. They give him money. He's
right. Good old Stripe.
Check it out. Same with the upright bass. Taylor, sometimes we don't have to play a show. We don't have to play a show. Taylor comes in with the upright bass, and he's just the star all of a sudden. There's like 30 people around him, like he's just showing it off. It's like we can go now. We're no horse. Yeah. Taylor's bass.
And our upright basses, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. Oh, this is fun, man. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no problem. I think we are going to pretend to hear the magic chimes signaling the end of the interview portion of our interview. Do you guys have...
the Caddyshack one?
Yeah. And then he put a lot of reverb on it, and then so it...
Oh, I can do that. Yeah, we can get down with that.
What is going to be the second song for you guys today?
This next song is called December. I think we ended up naming it. We don't really name our songs. They just kind of name themselves. Like, what song do you want to play? And it's just whatever we shout out.
Yeah, like the call side for them, right? Like, which is awesome usually.
It's called December, and it's about December's a rough month for a lot of people, even though it's supposed to be like spirit time and Christmas and all that crap. But a lot of people seem to lose themselves in that time. So it's about everybody that I've lost there, and yeah, a lot of friends.
Cheers.
So, yeah, cheers to them. It's a little slower. She's brilliant on it, so I'll listen to her probably more. Thanks, guys. Moondog, baby. Ow.
Thank you.
Nice.
Sorry I messed up on the first. Hopefully it sounds pretty.
Oh, that was awesome. I have one more request before we wrap everything up for the interview. The tagline in City Streets, like the very end of it.
Yeah.
These city streets, they love us not.
Yeah.
Our first interview, our first show was with a band called River Horse.
Uh-huh.
And a song they played on there ended up being our outro for the whole show.
Cool.
So now that we're on episode 21, we've kind of like turned a corner, so to speak, you know? And I think it maybe would be cool to have...
Your show's allowed to drink now.
Yeah, right?
Cheers.
So, cheers. So I was wondering if you'd do me the favor of giving us a new outro. Episode 21 is with No Horse. Episode 1 was with River Horse.
Cool.
They had the outro. Would you play the tagline of City Streets?
I don't think we could do that here live.
Why?
Because I don't have my full band. I have to upright. But definitely, if you want to have us on next time, or you could use that, but that would be really cool to do.
Can I just take the clip from...
Yeah, definitely. Or go on Reverb, man. And or I can send you the file, definitely. But yeah.
I got it. I have it.
All right, Kelly, I just use that for now, man. And when we come back, we'll do it again. And we have an anniversary or something else.
Yes.
We'll figure it out.
Well,
Thanks for having us, man. This is a lot of fun.
Gigi, Corey, thanks for coming over and doing this for us.
Thank you very much.
Let's go see Corey Feldman at the Forge.
We're going to do it right now.
Michael B. Ow!
Dave, thanks once again for doing all the soundboard managerial duties.
Yeah, sorry.
And the co-hostness.
Messed up today.
we made it happen, though.
It worked.
I said hi and give her that shirt.
I will. Yeah, they dropped off a whole bunch of swag for us. It was pretty awesome. I'm going to thank my wife today because we are at our house, and she said, go ahead, do this.
Thanks, wifey.
Not that Becky would say no, but I had to thank somebody. And I still want to thank Bill Aldrich because a lot of this gear is his.
Yeah.
And
Kind of
Mike
lifesaver.
and Kathy Trisna for giving us the platform to do all this stuff and the ability to meet all these interesting, crazy musicians and to...
We love Joliet. Come to our city. Like, anybody that's played here will always come back. Please. We're the nicest folks out here, and we'll actually listen to your music, not talk over you.
Right.
I'll probably give you a big old round of applause and buy all your merch. So come out here if you're not from here, and if you don't know about the scene going on, please check it out. There's so many beautiful musicians out there.
So as Corey said,
this town's bumping. Bumping.
Come see what's going down in downtown J-Town.